Yesterday, I received a comment on one of my videos, which is around Bharti AXA Elite Advantage, and the comment said something like this, which is that there is an option to withdraw lump sum after premium paid on 13th year fully. They quoted 22 lakh as return. Isn't that beneficial? So if you don't know what Bharti AXA Elite Advantage plan is, I'll just give you a very short glimpse of that same, and I'll also explain the reason why am I creating a specific video based upon this particular comment. So let's quickly go around and have a look at what this plan is about and try to understand it better. So this Bharti AXA Elite Advantage, I'll take the example of what has been given or the case study that has been given. You can watch my video by clicking on the I button entirely to know about this particular plan. But what they're saying over here is they've taken a specific case. We're saying there is a 35-year-old guy called Mohan who has chosen income protection plan of Bharti AXA Elite Advantage, a term plan with maturity benefit to meet his daughter's higher education managed expenses for a sum assured of 11,87,648. He's paying an annual premium of 1 lakh rupees for 12 years. So every beginning of the year, he's paying this premium. Now starts paying an annual premium of this every year. So from first policy year up until 12th policy year, he pays 1 lakh each year. That means a total of 12 lakh rupees of premium he has paid. After 12th year, right, at the end of 12th policy year, now just read it carefully. It is end of 12th policy year, which means beginning of 13th policy year. He receives a guaranteed payout of 112827, which is 9.5% of sum assured at maturity. He continues to receive this maturity amount in regular installment from end of policy term, which is end of 12th year, until the end of 19th year. So from 12th year or rather from beginning of 13th year till beginning of 20th year, he is receiving this amount of 1,12,827. After that, he receives a lump sum amount of 11,87,648 at the end of 20th year. Yani ki it means that at the beginning of 21st year, he's getting this lump sum amount. Now, I have done the calculations for this particular plan earlier, saying how much is the return that comes out of this, and I have created an Excel sheet, which I've also posted the link in my previous video. And you can see over here that I've shown this plan that the person pays lakh rupees for 12 years, and then he starts getting these payouts, and he also gets the maturity payout of 11,87648, right? And if we do a quick XIRR for this, saying okay, what is the return that has been that really comes out of this particular plan is, we'll just have a look at that quickly. So he's getting 11,87648 at the end of this year, and other years he's getting these amounts, right? And what I'll do is I'll also put some dates around here, some hypothetical dates. Let's start it from 1st January 2021. I just want to share with you saying it's quite easy to understand. I know a lot of people face struggle in doing these calculations, but it's quite easy, right? If you try to do that, all you have to do is you have to write XIRR, select these dates, select these values and select these dates, and you get a return of around 4.44%. and mind it that I have not taken into consideration what really is the tax that is applicable on it, or I have also not taken any tax benefit. I've created the sheet with multiple options, and you can look at it, right? So if you take the tax, if you take the tax that you have to pay on it, which is approximately 4% for first year, 4.5% for first year, and 2.25%, then overall return will come down. Now what's happening is people are asking, saying after 12th year, can we take out the amount, or they are being told that you can take out the amount and it's going to be really beneficial for you. And why is the reason that people are asking the question? The reason for that is that if we go to the plan which is there on the site, or if we go to the brochure which is there on the site, I'll just download the brochure, and let's go into the brochure. And on page 5 or rather 4, where the sum assured has been shown, there is a small line which says the policyholder has an option to take the above mentioned benefit as lump sum. The lump sum shall be calculated as net present value of future payouts at guaranteed rate of 5% per annum. Now, people are assuming that they will get a guarantee of 5% per annum or guaranteed rate of 5% per annum, and hence the overall amount that they have given, they will at least get 5% per annum on top of that, as well as they're getting the yearly amounts added. And there's a lot of confusion that is being created around this particular plan, right? And the reason why I have picked this as an example is because it's not just this comment that has come on this particular policy. If you go through the comments that have come through, there are n number of comments that have come through talking about the very same thing, saying I got a call and they mentioned that after 12 years the amount given is 25,44,000. Somebody talked about getting 54,92,000 if the premium is 2 lakh, and similarly 54,80,000 2 lakh premium. There were other guys also who were given around some information around getting 25 lakhs, and again at the end of 13th year they're getting the money 26 lakh 20,000, and God knows what kind of calculations being done for that. What people have started assuming is, and how it has been presented, it that the amount that you have grossed over the period of time, right, all of that 12 lakh rupees that you have done, and the amount that you will be getting, which is 1 lakh something whatever will you be getting for the rest of the period, along with the maturity amount at the end of the 19th year, they're giving you that at 5%. But how that 5% is being calculated, what is the net present value, that people have not tried to understand, or the people who are trying to sell the policy are not explaining it to the people, and that's where all of this confusion is coming from. So let's again go back to the sheet and look at what are the values that we had, right? And what is it that what are the amounts that you will get when we calculate the net present value and how it is calculated. So when we go back to the sheet, we see that the maximum amount that people will be getting is this amount of 1,12,827 for some period, right, from 12th till 19th year, and then you will be getting this particular amount. So the total that one will get, that the total amount that somebody will get is actually equal to 90,260. So approximately 21 lakh is the maximum amount that you will get when you keep on getting the amount throughout the period when you are supposed to be getting that. Now that means that if you are taking this amount today, worst come worst, you will get 20 lakh, and I'm just assuming that they give you whatever they have to give it in the future right now and say, boss, take this and let's close the policy. However, as you would know, nobody will do that. If you have to get 10,000 rupees after 5 years, nobody will give you 10,000 rupees today, and that is where this whole story of net present value comes into place, right? So what I've done is I've tried to just portray as to how net present value is calculated. We have been told that the rate that they have talked about is 5%, right? And what net present value does really is that the amount that you're going to get in the future, you put that as discounted rate, saying that at 5%, what is the amount that you will get today. I will try to explain with an example, saying 112827, you will get the same amount because at the end of 12th year you're supposed to get it, so you get it. But the next year you are supposed to be getting 112827. Now how much amount should you deposit today, which becomes 112827 at the end of 1 year? That is the whole concept of net present value, which means that let's assume that there is an amount that you are depositing today. Okay, there's amount that you're depositing in today, and on this you are getting 5% rate of return. So if you take out this amount after 1 year, you're supposed to be getting X plus this interest of 5%, right? So if I know this particular amount, I know this thing, then this is what I need to calculate. This is very easy when you do it for 1 year, but when you do it for multiple years, right, it's actually reverse of compounding. Then you need to put in this formula which is a very simple formula of PV, and I'll just show you. I've done this for one and for all. 5% is the rate that you need to put, N per is the number of periods, 0 is the payment, regular payment if you're making will will not talk about it right now. Future value is going to be this a particular amount, and one means that at the beginning of the period you are depositing that. Now what I have put over here is the different periods by which you are discounting. For example, the first installment is going to get discounted by 1 year because you are going to take it 1 year in advance. This installment you're going to get 2 years in advance, and so on and so forth, and the last installment you will get 8 years in advance. So when we do a total of that, the sum of it comes as 15,69,530. So that means that instead of 20,90,000 rupees, you're actually getting 15,69,530 rupees only, which I think makes sense as well, right? Nobody will give you 20 lakh rupees today if it is due after a few years. Hence they give you a discounted value, and this is a discounted value that you're getting. So all this crap about that you will be getting 20 lakh rupees, 24 lakh rupees, 25 lakh rupees, or if you deposit 2 lakh rupees after 12th year, you can surrender the policy, you'll get this amount. You'll not get that amount, right? You'll only get what I've shown you on the screen, and this is based upon the illustration what they have showed. Actually what you will get, again go back to your illustration, follow these steps, and you can find out what are the values that you will be getting. So basis this, what is the actual rate of return that comes through? So if we have to calculate what is the rate of return that comes through, I've done it over here to find out XIRR. And what I'll do is I'll just make it a bit bigger and scroll it over here, and you can see, right? So you can see if we take this particular amount at the end of 12th year, the return still remains roughly around 4%, right? Which is expected that all these plans give you somewhere between 4 to 6% of return. It's never more than that. And again, we have not calculated, or we have not put the tax on top of these premiums, right? So you can very clearly say how much will be the return and how the net present value can be calculated. I hope this will become very clearer for you, but if you still have doubt, I'm more than happy to explain it to you with another example. So by using these formulas, right, by using net present value, you can calculate what is the value that you will be getting, and don't get misled by the values being told. The other thing, the last thing that I wanted to cover was they're also talking about the surrender value, right? That if you surrender this policy, then you will be getting the amounts back, or after 12 years you can so surrender of policy can only happen till the time you are paying the premium. Once the policy premium paying term has ended, the policy is actually matured, right? Now you will be getting the maturity amount. And similar is the thing which is written right very clearly in the brochure, which I think a lot of people miss to read, and it says that the policy acquires a surrender value, at least 2 annual premiums have been paid, and what will be the guaranteed surrender value, it has been noted over here. And you can see the policy year or premium payment term has been put until 12th year, and these are the guaranteed surrender value which they are saying, or they're saying minimum guaranteed surrender value. You can get even more than that, it depends, but after 12th year, there is no option of surrender. When you are surrendering, or when you are actually saying that I want to take all the amount, then they're giving you a reduced value of that particular policy, right? So that's the whole funda behind it. So don't get misled by all of the comments saying after 12 year I'm being promised this much. See guys, if you are supposed to be getting 24 lakh rupees, and I'll just take as an example, and I'll just show you right over here. Let's say if you were to get, instead of this particular amount, right, if somebody promises you 24 lakh rupees, you're getting a return of 10.28%, which is like awesome, right? If somebody promises this good return today, I think people will simply go for that, right? Because you're getting guaranteed returns, and these policies are issued after they have been shared with IRDAI. So 10 or 11% rate of interest is awesome, but we don't see everyone buying these policies, right? Which means that there is something that's there that is fishy about these policies, that either we aren't aware of, or people are mis-selling around it, right? So whenever you get a call to buy a policy, always make sure that the first person who is calling, they're usually the telecallers, right? They will be having very limited knowledge. They have a script, and they will only just share the superficial information. Always go to the next or the third person, right? They are the people behind this, and they know all of these fundas and what the real returns are, and what really the policy will be giving, okay? And make sure that you always ask for an illustration to be shared over email. go through it, go through the policy, go through the videos on my channel, and maybe that will help you to understand saying what really is the truth behind these policies. So that's all that I wanted to cover in today's video. If you like the video, please click on subscribe button, like the video, hit the like button if you like the video, and that's all for today. I'll come soon with another video. Till then, बचाते रहें, कमाते रहें, because every पैसा matters.